Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome out your host, Pete Holmes.
Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How is everybody doing? I'm Pete Holmes. I've done this joke before, but you're gonna like it. I look like lesbian Val Kilmer. Laugh. I like that it works and it hurts my feelings. I literally saw a woman going, no. Bi-curious Val Kilmer at best. The worst Batman, but the best man. Glad to be here. These cameras, that's too close. Oh, I should say for the cameras, this is New Faces, in case you didn't know. This is New Faces 2022. We're back. Just for laughs. You are gonna see a curated list, handpicked, of the best and the brightest, and I'm super excited to see them, and I'm so glad you guys are here. Have a round of applause just for the idea of these new faces. Yes! Oh, good, you're good. That's what I was saying. I really need this. I do. We've been out for a while, and I'm really, really glad we're back. The comedians are a little bit out of practice. You guys are out of practice. See, that was bull. What the was that? You realize you hold these people's dreams in your hand, and you're gonna serve up a soft one for me, the host? You get with it. Only they agreed. You guys were like, why is he yelling? He's so American. All right, you guys are great. Are you guys ready to bring out the clowns? I'm glad you're here. I'm glad to be a part of this. I'm always honored. It's so exciting to be back. I'm sorry to keep saying that, but this is just such a genuine thrill to be back in person in Montreal, and I'm so excited. Let's really, 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 if you think it's funny, give it a big laugh. Now is not the time to go in your analytical mind and be like, it's similar to something I've heard before. Shut the up. This is their life. This is their livelihood. This is their dream. So laugh it up. And let's start going right now. He's coming all the way from Long Island, New York. Give it up for the very funny Pat Regan, everybody. Pat!
Thank you so much. Oh my God. I want to empower you to be quiet now. Holy crap, everyone looks amazing tonight. My name is Pat, as insane as that sounds. And, I just want to take a second up top to get in front of something. I don't know if you guys can tell from where you're sitting, but I do have very, very long eyelashes. You'll come up to me after, you'll be like, oh my God, those are long. And I'll say, I know, I told you. I said that. And they're so long that actually my whole life people have thought like they were fake. Like everyone's always like, oh my God, do you wear fake lashes? Is that mascara? And so I just want to tell you all here tonight that they're real. And actually, I am getting a lash reduction surgery soon. Because they're too big, They're hurting my back. I want to be able to run. I'm gay, that's why I act this way. So I love Queer Eye, I love the show Queer Eye. Yeah, give it up. I love how they kind of accost kind of a broken down individual and say, hey, listen, we're gonna help you, but what you need to know is that what matters is not how you look, okay? What matters is how you feel. And how you feel is based on how you look. So we're gonna teach you about under eye stick for that reason. I think that's so cool. My computer is actually in the green room breastfeeding right now, which is what I call it. My phone charges from my computer. And guess what? It's beautiful and it's natural. And I actually think it's a miracle that computers were built to be able to feed phones. Nothing else. If anyone here has a phone that is wall-fed, I know some amazing wall-fed phones who went on to be scientists. I gained about 40 pounds during the global pandemic, thank you. And I lost it. I lost it all. Don't applaud because that would be toxic and you would have to leave. I lost the weight using the weight loss app Noom. Do you know about that app? Yeah, if you don't know about Noom, it's this amazing app that helps you have an eating disorder for a little while. So cool that it got invented by the app inventors. I heard about it the way I hear about every diet, which is that my straight cousin's fiance used it to lose 12 pounds for her wedding, and then that was all my mom talked about for 3 months. And so I was setting up my Noom account, and you have to fill out all these questionnaires, and then I got to one page where the question was just, have you ever had an eating disorder? And I have struggled with that, so I said yes. And then the next page was like, okay, go, run, you're not safe. You can't be here, run away, you can't have this isn't for you, go. And I was like, okay. But then I saw that page had a back button. So I clicked it. I turned back the hands of time. And then it was like, oh my God, welcome to Noom. You're gonna love it. This is gonna be amazing for you. This is gonna be really good for you. So I'm a master manipulator. I'm living a double life. If I seem exhausted, it's because I'm living a double life. No, I am exhausted. I'm very tired, but it's actually because I had to print something out today. Kind of one of the hardest things you could do in today's society, right? They make it so hard. I mean, I'll tell you, I'm from the US, and it is easier to get a gun in that country than it is to print something out. And actually, I call for reform. My phone actually thinks I'm straight, which I know to be true because it recently auto-corrected hi bitch to hobbit. I was like, Jesus Christ, I can pass to even one of my closest friends. No, I actually can't pass. I recently was on a network's kind of digital, I did a digital stand-up video for a television network, which is huge and the Purple Heart of our times. And I really did no gay material, just like family values. But I did speak in this voice, and it upset straight people across the nation. They, I think, thought I was doing it on purpose, which I actually agree would be sociopathic. But I actually speak this way on accident, if you could believe. And I did read every single comment because I am absolutely obsessed with myself. And it was just like, gay people aren't funny. I hate gay people. I hate the white girl whine. We get it. You don't gotta sound like one's in you right now. Which that one was interesting to me because I was like, wait, which gay porn are you watching? Where these bottoms are delivering perfectly crafted jokes while being absolutely penetrated. Because, thank you. Because that is not my experience. When I have it in me right now, it is a completely different soundscape. But anyways, finally then people did come on, and actually one person, this is a real comment, came on to defend me and said, hey, everyone shut up because gay people are funny. And just because this person isn't funny doesn't mean no gay people are funny. I was like, oh my God, even the allies are absolutely dragging me. I have had every single day job in the world. Tonight I want to focus on the one I was worst at. For a time, I was actually a temp gay receptionist at a commercial realty firm. And listen, I live in the world, okay? I know about receptionists. I know that they're gay. And so as a gay man, I always kind of thought, at some point I will be called to do that civic duty. And so when I found myself sitting at a desk, wearing a sweater, it very much felt like I'd been drafted. And it was time to serve my cunch. So my first day, this medium hot 39-year-old straight man named Keith comes up to my desk and he's like, hey, I'm gonna work on with you on a couple of things. Do you know Excel? And I was like, yeah, Keith, I know Excel. But I don't know Excel. I know, I generally do, but summing and formulas. When I say I know Excel, I mean that I'm physically able to type things into boxes. That's what knowing Excel means for me and my family. And he was like, great, because Excel is one of those things that everyone says they know, and then some people don't know it. And for some reason, I tripled down and said, Keith, I know those people. I hate those people. I am not those people. Look at my eyes. Am I lying? I know Excel. And he was like, cool, I'll come sit with you later. So my whole first day, I'm having stress ulcers, oh my God, this straight man's gonna come. I'm gonna have to perform Excel for him. And I'm like, how hard can it be? I'll teach myself. So I open the program, I'm looking, and they don't make it easy. Like, we have so many letters and numbers and like known symbols that have keys, but Excel will do something like, they'll have a button that's like an E, but it's like a zigzag E. Do you know that? I can't Google what that E means because I can't explain it to Google. So finally, at the end of the day, Keith comes over, and if memory serves, he sits down and he says, well, do Excel. And then I think I was like, bitch, I thought you'd never ask. So I'm kind of bluffing. I open the program, and it's like whatever the last temp gay receptionist was working on. And my hands are moving to the keys very slowly. It's slow motion. Time is accordioning. And I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. And then I'm shocked as anyone to hear myself turn and just once again formally come out to him as gay. And he was like, yeah, I think you had said that. Cool, that's fine. And he like walked away. And so what I will say is if you are a queer person and someone wants you to know Excel, coming out to that person can be a really helpful diversion tool. It's worked for me. It's in my tool bag. If you're straight, unfortunately, you do have to know Excel. You can't have every single thing. Thank you guys so much. I'm Pat Regan.
Pat Regan, everybody. And keep that applause going for this next comedian. Just keep it rolling. Keep it going. All the way from Chicago, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Brandi Denise.
Yes, yes, yes. Give it up for my outfit, y'all. I am so happy to be here. Mainly because I quit my full-time job 4 years ago. So I'm really happy to be here. Shit's working out a little bit. I used to be a social worker. Yeah. I used to give out food stamps, Obamacare, and cash assistance. And it was a very trying job because like, people would come in all the time like, oh man, I can't feed my 8 kids. And this is not funny, but it's just like you get so used to being in that atmosphere. It's just like your heart gets cold. I would just be like, what's your social security number? Like you don't give a fuck after a certain amount of times. But it was interesting. I used to get hit on by my clients. And I mean, like, I don't know if you guys have seen Social Worker, but I'm like a top-notch, good-looking, like social worker. Like when I go into the office, I'm like, this is gonna be a good day. Everybody in here want me. Like it was it really helped my self-esteem a lot. But I used to get hit on by my clients, and it was always interesting because they would hit on me like after the interview. That's a lot of confidence, like a lot of fucking confidence. Like you just told me you can't feed your kids. You live in an underpass. You can't feed you. I know you can't feed me. Like what the fuck, you know? But at some point in that interview, he was like, she wanna fuck. Like that's what went through his head. Like was it the way I gave you the pen? Was it the way I said, how's your day going? Like what happened? But, I mean, I did get, like, some cool pickup lines. One of my best pickup lines, because, like, I mean, you still know swag when you see swag. So, one of my clients, his name was Michael. He was in my office. I was like, today's a good day, Michael. You've been approved for the food stamps and Obamacare. He was like, that's cool, Miss Denise. And then he, like, leaned back. And then he licked his lips. Y'all, I was so happy that he licked his lips because he had that white shit in the corner. And I was like, oh, my God. Like, I was so happy that he got that out of there. Like, he like foaming at the mouth. Like, he really needs some food right now. This is crazy. Like, somebody give him a food stamp card on the double. I'm in there yelling out medical terms. I don't know what the fuck is going on. He foaming. I'm like, shit, he really liked me. This is crazy. But I was like, so he licked his lips. And he's like, so, Miss Denise, he's like, I got a question for you. I'm like, that's not how interviews work, but like, what's up, Michael? He was like, was I approved for your number, though? What? Like, that's game, you feel me? Men with jobs don't even say like that. Like, what? That's game. I was like, damn. No. But also, I mean, like, really, I work for the state. Like, I don't get paid a lot. I just gave you a food stamp card with $917.78 on it. That's a lot of fucking food. You feel me? Like, we could definitely go on a grocery shopping food stamp day. Like, you know, I can see it now. I'm in the grocery store, like, where the lobster and avocado at, baby? His ass in that chic, you can have whatever you like. I'm like, hell yeah. The thing about that, though, is, like, you just don't want to fuck with your social worker because if you really piss me off or like cheat on me or something, I'm gonna turn your food stamps off. You ain't gonna eat. And if you really make me mad, I'm gonna hit you with my car and turn off your health insurance. Good luck. Like, I will make your life worse than when you came in to see me, you know? Don't do that. But no, it's just been good. I traveled a lot. I went to Italy by myself. Thank you. You know, I saw Julia Roberts get her Eat, Pray, Love on. I was like, let me try this shit. Ladies, I recommend it if you don't have a man. Like, why would I go to Italy by myself? It's the most romantic country in the world, and I was there by myself for 7 days, just drinking wine and crying in spaghetti. It was very fucking sad. I was like, I love me. I love me so much. Mwah, ciao, ciao, ciao. Like, my hands was raw when I got back. Like, what the fuck? Why would I do that to me? Because I was supposed to go with my girlfriends, right? You supposed to go on a girls' trip. They ain't never got no fucking money. So, like, I ended up going by myself. Text my girlfriends, bitch, I'm in Italy. Girlfriend texts me back like, bitch, don't get taken. I was like, shit. What the hell? Damn, what you mean don't get taken? She was like, well, first of all, girl, they will pull up to the airport. They will snatch your little ass up. They will take you back to their basement. They will tie you up. They're gonna have you down there fucking you all crazy. I put a pen in my back pocket. Now, what you say I gotta do now? Girl, I am single, okay? This do not sound like a bad time to me. Like, the fuck? I'm taking notes. I can see it now. I'm in the airport all in Italy. Single, rich American, lots of money. Oh my God, I am so lost. I do not know what to do with all this money and all this ass. Like, it's crazy. Help me. So, like, I envision that they pull up in they Tesla. They got a Tesla SUV because it's my joke. And his name is Luigi. He pull up. He's like, I can show you the world. That's my Italian. I can show you the world. He sound like Aladdin. I don't fucking know. So I jump in the car. I'm ready to go. I put my seatbelt on, okay? He ain't even got to lock me up. I done locked myself in, okay? I get back to his house, to his basement, to his lair, whatever the hell y'all want to call it. The shit was candlelit and it was romantic. You feel me? I get down there, 6 other women down there. I'm mad as hell. Who the hell are these other women? You told me y'all was the only one you needed, Luigi. Who the fuck is this? They down there like, help us. I'm like, yeah, bitch. You need some help. I'm trying to help them dig out with your family's looking for you, Sarah. I see one of them on their phone. I snatch her phone. I'm like, girl, you gonna get us called. Give me this damn phone. Call my family. Call my homegirl, like, hey, girl. She's like, oh, my God, Brandi, we've been looking for you. We have not seen you. We've been looking for you everywhere. Are you okay? I'm like, girl, I am fine. Yeah, Luigi took me down here. Like, it's really not that bad. Like, he got me a nice piece of jewelry. It's on my ankle. Like, hashtag lockdown cuffing season. Whatever you want to call it, it's nice. He only feed me 1 time a day. I've been here working out. My body look good. The sex be crazy, girl. Sex be crazy. He be choking me. I be pretending like I don't like it. I'm like, no, Luigi, I love that. He be setting up cameras and I'm a whole movie star in this basement. You need to get your passport game up. She's like, we've been looking for you everywhere. Are you okay? I'm like, yes. She's like, we've been all over social media, on everything. Facebook, Instagram, CNN, you're everywhere. I'm like, you been on Facebook? She's like, yeah. I'm like, cool, girl. Change my Facebook status to Took. I ain't coming back. I like that joke. It's about sex trafficking. Y'all have a good night. I'm Brandi Denise.
Brandi Denise. You guys are doing great. You're a beautiful crowd. Keep this going all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Everybody make it loud right now for the very funny Michael Rowland.
Boy, howdy. Thank you. I was talking to my buddy. I asked him how he spends his free time. He told me every day he likes to go to the park and people watch. Why the is that okay? People watch. Just because we flip the words around, it's not creepy anymore? You know? Because it's much different if he's like, yeah, every day I go to the park and I watch people. But we just flipped the words, and now it's like this cultured pastime. He's like, yeah, go to the park and people watch. Sometimes people follow. If I really like them, all people kill. So, just a cultured guy. That's some real New York City stuff, people watching. That's where I live now, but I'm originally from Georgia. I always wanted to live in New York since I was a kid. Because when I was a kid, I would go spend the summers in Savannah, Georgia with my grandma, and we would just watch episodes of Sex and the City back to back to back. Yeah, and I would fantasize about moving to New York and being a little slut. And my grandma was like, oh, you can do it, baby. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You get up there, you be whoever you want to be. Because that's how my grandma is. My grandma's like fun, you know? I remember once I was talking to my grandma, and I was like, Grandma, what was it like being a young lady growing up in Georgia? And my grandma's response, word for word, she goes, Michael, when I was 18, all the boys came back from World War II, and we had a good time. Yeah. It's a very specific answer to a very broad question. You notice how broad? But she's a Samantha. What are you going to do, you know? But this is why I like my grandma's generations, because I know my grandma did freaky stuff. You know, I know she got around, she got a little wild, but she doesn't feel the need to talk about it like that. She just says, we had fun, and she leaves it there. It's a different time. My grandma's very happy that I live in New York now. My dad is not. My dad is like a very strict, like Southern disciplinarian type dude. Make some noise if your parents hit you growing up. Make some noise you got spanked, you got whooped. Yeah. That's a lot of you. And good. We're stronger for it. We are. And this year, flip the script. Fucking hit them back. That's what I'm doing. My dad up this year. He's old, he's infirm, and he can't defend himself, okay? You know they say when you're growing up, your parents take care of you, you know, and then you grow up and your parents get old and you take care of them, and it's sort of like they become your kids. If that's true, my dad's gonna get it, dude. 100%. 100%. If my dad gets so bad he has to come and live with me, by all means, you come and live with me. But I'm beating that ass, dude. No doubt. I just know we're gonna have a situation where I'm like, Dad, did you borrow the car without my permission last night? And he's like, no. And I'm like, I don't know why the make me do this, but okay. You think I like being this guy? I'm not mad that you did it. I'm mad about that you lied about it. I only do this because I love you. My dad always said that when I was growing up. He'd turn me over his knee, he'd whoop me, and then he'd flip me back over and be like, hey, I only do this because I love you. This hurts me more than it hurts you. Get in here, champ. And then he'd hug me. That's a lot to process when you're 5, all right? Makes you weird. Makes you think love is pain. I almost wish he just turned me over his knee, whooped me, flipped me back over, and been like, and another thing, you. Yeah. Okay, I understand this. This is anger. You're very angry right now. Instead, I'm just all weird as an adult. I joined a fraternity in college. They paddled me. I was like, guys, I didn't know we were here yet, but I love you too. Goddamn. You're good men back there. The more I think about it, though, I don't know that I would beat my dad's ass, because he's not the man he used to be. Yeah, he used to be this like big, scary, imposing figure. Be like, hey, get over here, boy. It was like that. But now, you know, he's old and all the testosterone's just leaving his body and he shrinks a little every year. Now every time I go home, he's just standing by the door with a cookie like, hi. Can't beat this dude's ass. He's cute as hell right now, dude. Look at this. Pinch this guy, damn. If he does come and live with me, he's gonna get unruly. You know, I won't be able to discipline him. He's gonna say weird stuff at Thanksgiving. People will be like, hey, control your dad. I'm be like, yeah, but look at him. He's adorable. Don't you just want to show us your gums, Dad? It's a cutie. I like growing up in Georgia. I like my dad. It was a good place, Georgia, you know? It's a good state to grow up in. It's better than Alabama, I'll tell you that. That's for goddamn sure. Do you know that they just legalized doing yoga in schools in Alabama? I'm sorry, did you know it was illegal to do yoga in schools in Alabama? It was illegal for 30 years, and they just legalized it last year. But if you're doing it, you can't use any of the classic yoga terminology, none of the Sanskrit words, because they consider it Eastern religion. So you could do the poses, but you can't say the words, which is insane. I don't even know how you do that. I feel like yoga in Alabama is just like, all right, we're gonna do a Dukes of Hazzard into a Wayne Perkins. And we're gonna finish up bringing hands to heart center all together now. Roll Tide. All right, that's it for me, guys. Thank you very much.
Michael Rowland, everybody. Michael Rowland. Thought we weren't gonna do it. We are gonna do it. Keep it going. This next comedian is coming all the way from Long Beach. Give it up for Macofsky. Macofsky.
Woo! Woo! Ah! Woo! Good to be here. Good to be off my phone for the next 6 minutes. That's all I do every day. I just look at my phone, scroll, 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 scroll. I love it. I'm addicted. It's not good. I love Instagram, but it's so extreme. It's either the most positive or the most negative. There's no in between. I made the mistake of being confident on Instagram once. Never again. Never again. I posted a photo, thought I looked cute. I made the caption, "Looking good today." I was out of ideas. Guys saw that photo and they were in the comments below that photo. They were like, "Who the told you that, you ugly? Get back in your cave, you troll." I learned my lesson. Never again. I found a loophole though. Now if I want to post a hot photo of myself, especially in Los Angeles, all I have to do is make the caption something woke, something liberal, something progressive. It'll be like a photo of me in a bikini at the beach, bent over like this. And the caption will be like, "Did you guys get vaccinated?" "Is everyone registered to vote?" And that's when the male feminists show up. They love that photo. They're in the comments below that photo like, fire emoji, you're perfect, you're beautiful, you can read." A lot of my guy friends are trying to be more progressive, but they don't have the right words for it. It hasn't caught up. Like a lot of my guy friends will be like, "Allie, women have all the options." Yeah, women have all the options. They can whoever they want, whenever they want. Yay. Those are our options, ladies. It's exciting. Also, that has nothing to do with us. That's because guys will fuck anything. I could put a wig on this mic stand, and guys would be like, "Is your friend single? What's her deal? Is she on Instagram or?" It's just annoying because there's a double standard, you know? As a woman, I was trained to be hairless from a young age for men. That's what I learned to do, be hairless. And that's hard work. There's so much hair. I have hair on my legs, my toes, all 10 digits. I have to shave it all because I think guys my age just want dolphins. That's all they want. They just want a soft little mammal who laughs at their jokes like, So now I have to shave off all my body hair. It's exhausting. I have to shave my cooch. I have to shave my booch, the old kombucha special. I don't even know why I shaved my butt. No one's going back there. That's saved for God. Have you guys looked at your butt recently? It's not good. It is bad. I looked at mine and I was like, this doesn't belong on my body. This belongs in the ocean. But honestly, I think the front is worse. I think it's way worse. It's so confusing. There's so many flaps. For what? Why are there so many flaps? It feels like I'm reading a Harry Potter book. I'm like, how many pages are left? Guys don't have to worry about that. I went to hook up with this one guy. I get over to his place, we're making small talk. Eventually things start to get hot and heavy. I'm hot, he was heavy. And he starts pulling his pants down, and what's revealed to me is the most massive bush I've ever seen in my life. It looked like he took my shaved pubes and put them on top of his pubes. He was a nice dude though, thank God. I had never met him, we met online, I didn't know what to expect, and it's dangerous, I get worried. You know, I started taking jujitsu recently, which is like mixed martial arts. I've only taken about 3 jujitsu classes, but I started taking jujitsu in case I get raped. which is a hard word to say. It's not an easy thing to talk about. But I realized if you kind of sing it, it sounds less scary. So I started taking jujitsu in case I get arrested. So. Weird applause for. But I started taking jujitsu in case that happens. That way I can just hold him there and make direct eye contact. That is all I've learned so far. In that situation, it is all about confidence. It's like, are you raping me or am I raping you? Jiu-jitsu is a very sexual sport. I didn't know that going into it. It's very sexual. It might not be sexual, but I'm the only girl in my jiu-jitsu class. So at any moment, that could just turn into a gangbang. Which I think is what jiu-jitsu means in Spanish. I'm not sure. It's very sexual. Everyone's sweating on each other. You're rolling around on the floor. Before you do a drill, they ask you, they're like, do you want to be on top or on bottom? I'm like, just finish on my back. Bye, guys. Thanks so much.
Macofsky. Let's keep going. You're a wonderful crowd. You still having fun? All right, let's keep it going for the very funny, all the way from Chi City, Chicago, Ethan Simmons-Patterson, everybody. Ethan!
How we doing? Nice. Nice to know white people still doing well. That's cool. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I don't know. I'm glad we made it. I'm glad we're here. I'm glad COVID's like done a little bit. I don't know. I live in New York, and it was weird watching COVID in New York City. You know what I mean? Because New York City is the dirtiest place in the world, right? And then COVID hit, and we were like, we got to clean up the city. We got to sanitize the poles of the subway. There's been booty juice on the subway for centuries. Nobody gave a Nobody cared, dog, you know? You can see it on the side, you're just like, oh, there go the booty juice right there. Almost stepped in it, you know? Now we care. It's hypocritical, man. It's hypocritical. It's wild. And there's other New Yorkers try to police each other about COVID, you know? We're all dirty animals, you know? Walk past a bridge, some dude cross under the bridge, like, hey, yo, put your mask over your nose. What are you doing, you know? He's just like, sorry, troll, man. I didn't see you there. My bad. Like, I was on the train like a week ago, and there was this guy on the train. You know how the train is. You know how it is. Yeah. You walk to the train, it's just a dude. He's like, welcome to the train. Welcome. Sit down. Stop being weird. You've seen it before, you know? You're just like, you're right. I'm being weird. I'm up. You're doing what you're supposed to do in New York City. I get it, you know? This dude was on the train, as he should be, you know? But there was another guy on the train who didn't have a mask on who started coughing out loud. Started coughing out loud with no mask on, which I don't know if you know is illegal now. You can't do that anymore. You just might as well die. But yeah, this dude was coughing, and the dude who saw this dude coughing, and he was like, hey, yo! What the f*** are you doing, man? It was the wildest shit I've ever seen. I didn't know whose side I was on, you know, like it was... It's a weird feeling to agree with a dude with his dick out, you know? Like, the funniest thing he said is he looked around, he was like, yo, these nasty out here, am I right? You know? Oh, man, yeah. I love riding the train in New York City, I do. I love running into crazy people on the train, I love it. Because in New York, it doesn't matter how crazy they are, they're always New Yorkers, you know what I mean? Like, they'll be doing crazy, like, wow, let me get some cheese or something like that, you know? But then they get to their stop, and they're like, oh, that 42nd Street? And then they get off. And you're like, wait a minute, dog, you got somewhere to be right now? Like, you was just asking for cheese with no shoes on. Where the f could you possibly be going, you know? And he's like, oh, I gotta go be crazy on the F train. I gotta get out of here. I love the idea of that, too. A dude just busted into a train cart, just being like, sorry I'm late, everybody. Sorry I'm late. I will get to my corner and scheduled. I'm sorry I'm holding y'all up. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a fun city. I'm originally from Chicago. Anybody from Chicago? Nice, nice. I always ask, because I used to rob houses in Chicago, so, you know. Just making sure there's no victims. But yeah, I'm trying to be a better person, man, trying to grow up. All my friends are trying to grow up too, and I'm young and I'm black, so statistically, that means all my friends growing up were aspiring rappers. And we're reaching our 30s, so I get to see them like give up on their rap careers, which has been hilarious. One of my friends, he had to give up his rap career because he had a baby, and his girlfriend was like, yo, you gotta cut this rap, help me raise this little girl at home. And he was like, fine, you know. He called me sad about it. He was like, yeah, had to give up the rap game. And I was like, probably for the best, you know? And he goes, yeah, sometimes it's not about the life you chose, not about the money or the hoes. I was like, are you rapping right now? You gotta hang it up, dog. You can't just be Dr. Seussing your way through life, you know? He was like, I'll never quit. This is crazy. I don't know. I'm from a rough neighborhood, though. I am. And, like, everybody in my neighborhood is trying to be progressive now. Everybody's changing, you know, but it's happening fast. Like, I saw a crackhead recycle when I was back home, you know? Like, he had a glass crack pipe in his hand, and it broke, and he was about to throw it in the trash, and he was like, no. This is glass, you know? And he found a glass recycling container, and he put it in there, and it blew my mind. Crackhead recycling, and he looked at me, he was like, can't smoke crack in a world that doesn't exist. And I was like, what the? Yo, it's crazy. I was like, I've never had this much clarity in my life, dog. I was like, let me smoke some of that crack you smoking. Let me get some of that. Yeah, man, trying to be a good person. Sometimes I use things for, like, my moral guidance. You know, you try to latch on to things. Some people, like, listen to podcasts. People join groups. I don't know. I used to believe in religion. You guys, anybody religious in here? Couple people. All right, nice. That makes sense. That makes sense for Montreal. That makes sense. Everybody else is like, we're going to hell, dog. Yeah, no, I used to believe, I just didn't find it relatable. You know what I mean? Like, because we always got these stories in church about little perfect baby Jesus in the manger. He never peed or threw up on anybody. He was just a perfect baby, you know? And we fast forward to 33-year-old perfect Jesus giving people advice that nobody asked for, you know? We never got those in-between years, those Jesus years, you know what I mean? We never got, like, DUI Jesus, you know? Where they're like, Jesus, you can't drive. He's like, you don't know me, motherfucker. Know who my dad is? Like, we never got that. Never got teenage Jesus coming home late, you know what I mean? His mom be like, where were you at, Jesus? And he's just like, you don't know me, you virgin. He just levitates up the stairs. He's like, I hate it here. If I was reading that Bible, I was like, I f with Jesus. I know who this dude is. I get it, man. I don't know. But my moral guidance really comes from my mom because I feel like she raised me. I was raised by a single mom, you know? Anybody raised by a single mom? Nice. Did you get the sex talk from your single mom? No, and that's good. It's good. If you're a single mom in here tonight, skip the sex talk, all right? It always goes left, because what happens is it starts off with good intentions, right? But then you kind of just find out what your mom's into. Like, it always makes that turn, dog. Like, it always, she sits you down, you know, my mom started with good intentions, you know, and she was like, yeah, you know, make sure everybody's comfortable, make sure everybody knows what's about to happen, make sure there's consent, make sure the vibe is there, you know. Also, protect yourself. Always use protection, make sure they have protection. And also, you don't gotta be like a jackrabbit all the goddamn time. You don't gotta be doing all these hard, fast, little strokes. Slow stroke every now and then, you know? Caress her hair, look her in her eyes, let her know you're there. And I was just like, I am 9 years old. I don't know what the is happening right now, you know? Then from the back of our apartment, I just hear a dude like, I get it, Sherry, I got a lot to work on. God damn, you know? I was like, oh, this ain't about me, this is about you and Craig. I see what's happening, you know? You guys have been great. My name's Ethan, thank you.
Ethan Simmons-Patterson. All right, you guys ready to keep going? This next comedian coming to the stage, let's start clapping right now, comes all the way from Texas. Please give it up for Ever Mainard.
Yeah! Oh yeah, give it up for Pete, everybody. Woo! I'm a dyke. I'm a big dyke. Some of you were like, I don't know. Could it be is that a dyke? Yes, I'm a big dyke, okay? Suspicions confirmed. Sturdy as hell. Sturdy as, I sit down in that barber chair and I'm like, give me the Peaky Blinders, you know? The lady's like, like shaking. Make sure it's close. Y'all having a good day or what? Yeah, hell yeah. I had top surgery this year. Yeah, thank you. For those of you who don't know, I just had my cut off. Some of you are like, what's that mean? Nah, they're gone. I had top surgery in Austin, Texas. Yeah, it's not the state you think to get gender-affirming surgery at all. I hopped off the plane and they were like, here you go. They just handed me a gun, you know? I was like, boom, you know, blew my tits off. Adios, mother. Pow. Real do-it-yourself job. Full disclosure, I did grow up in rural Texas. Yeah, so I'm pretty comfortable around guns. My mother is a gun. My father is a gun. My brother is the son of a gun. Okay. You saw it coming. Get him some water. We all heard the cough. I'm sorry, it's my big moment. Could you imagine if I was like an ass? Okay. Guys, I'm straight. Okay, wow, not a part of my 6 minutes. Restart the time. I'm sorry, but like they coughed. This is fun. I was clinically diagnosed as big-boned in the 5th grade. That's real. I weighed 185 pounds in the 5th grade. This size as a 12-year-old, that's not a daughter anymore. That's a person. That is a full-grown adult. I was just stomping around the house like, somebody better get me a hot dog, mother. Boil it up. Baby's hungry. Baby's hungry, full pack, you know? But my mother was concerned. 185-pound 12-year-old. So she took me to the doctor and was like, my daughter, is she fat? Look at her, doctor, is she fat? There must be something wrong, right? Like a thyroid issue? And the doctor looked at me and was like, fat? Oh, no, Mary. You got yourself a strong girl, a big girl. Ooh, you got yourself a big, strong daughter. She's just big boned. Ooh, healthy. Just kidding. Ah. If anything, feed her some more. She's gonna collapse under the weight of her own bones, you know. How many hot dogs a day? She's gonna be a mighty fine shot putter one day. And I was, all the way to university. For those of you who don't know, shot put is a sport where you take a solid 10-pound iron ball and then you nestle it gently between your ear and your shoulder. You take a moment and you crouch down real low. Take a breath. Think about the woman you love, you know? Sandra Bullock, you know? Helps if you whisper it into the ether, yeah. And then you do a donkey kick and you hurl a cannonball. That's it. That's the sport. And then you're like, okay, well, my job here's done, you know? And then you just go lumber and hang out with all the other big bones. You know, that's the sport. How far did you throw it, Jessica? Not far enough. I'm not kidding. When I got that big bone diagnosis, I was like running around the house like, it's bigger than this. You know, just like comparing my bones. Dad, show me your forearm. And he's like, okay. Come here. I'm like telling my dad, come here. Scott Otis, come here. Look me in the eye. I'm 12. I need you to drive me to the store. You know, okay. When I like had top surgery, I kind of had to re-come out to my family as non-binary. For those of you who don't know, it's like not a man, not quite a woman, not a woman. You know what I mean? Like it's in the middle. Okay, you got really defensive energy. I'll leave. Could you imagine? I was like, I'll leave right now. And I was like, Dad, Mom, like, I'm non-binary, and I'm gonna have my breast removed. And my dad started crying, and he got up, and he just gave me this big hug. And he was like, we love you so much. Nothing you say or do will ever take that away from you. We are so proud of you. You will always be our daughter. And I was like, ugh. So close. Just. And then my mom got mad. She was like, so you ain't eating meat? You one of them vegetarians? Boil up 2 packs. I'm eating meat. One thing that my dad and I did, though, we love to go jean shopping, and before top surgery, as a gift, he was like, I want to buy you some new pants. And I was like, okay. All right. And he took me to the last ever JCPenney's in Temple, Texas. I'm checking out. This woman goes, do you want the receipt in your bag or in your hand? And I said, the bag is fine. She goes, you're not a man. And I said, oh, didn't claim to be. She goes, what you're doing is wrong. It's perverted. People like you are pedophiles. And I was like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, I'm in trouble. Like, JCPenney's is her domain. You know what I mean? Like, that's... And then my dad, from the Arizona jean brand section, throws down the denim and is like, that's my big girl you're talking to. You apologize to her. Like, scream, you tell her you're sorry. It's not her fault. She's big boned. We love her. We love our daughter. And I was like, Dad, it's they, them. Y'all have been incredible. I'm Ever Mainard. Have a wonderful night.
Ever Mainard, everybody, Ever Mainard. All the way from Long Island, New York. Everybody, I see some of you not. Everybody get going for Jared Goldstein. Everybody, Jared Goldstein.
Hi, everybody. Hi, I'm gay, I'm not Scottish. This can be confusing. Like, I once got a text from a very close friend that said, at Trader Joe's, saw a lesbian from behind, thought it was you. And I texted back, I'm at Trader Joe's. Yeah. Okay, I want to see something. Clap if you're a bottom. Okay, all right. We got like, all right. Honestly, it sounds like we've got like 780 tops in the building. Lock the doors. It's my lucky night. No, bottoming is so hard. Oh my God, it's crazy. When men say they want to destroy your, they mean it. Believe men. And look, like I don't even like the whole like top and bottom like language. I think it sounds bad, right? Like the bottom is the loser, like bottom of the barrel. So I am not a bottom. I am the front. Are you seeing it? Okay. We're healing. This is great. Look, sometimes I wonder if my life would be easier if I were straight, Because like at least twice a day, a woman will tell me, I wish you weren't gay. Some of them are here. Sorry. Yeah, I wish you weren't gay. And it's like, yeah, well, okay, I wish you weren't my mom. Call it even. But look, Asian moms are tough. We know this. Mine is a face tattoo. It's of an eyebrow. She looks great. I'm excited because I just got my very first car. Thank you. Okay, if you didn't clap, you're a bitter pedestrian. Yeah, I got my very first car. The guy who sold it to me, he was like, okay, you should know it has 150,000 miles on it. And I was like, damn, that is so fast. I'll take it. Yeah, I don't know anything about cars. But Kelly Blue Book Value is a great drag name. This much we know. I love my car. It's a 2011 Mazda 2. She's a rescue. She shakes like one. Look, any car is a Tesla if you look at your iPad instead of the road. And not to brag, but my car costs as much as an iPad. If you don't get the Apple Care. Yeah. I was recently invited to a poker night. It was my first time ever playing. I learned a lot. I got a straight flush, which is when you have 5 straight guys ask you to leave. Sports. I don't care about sports, but you guys knew that. I've lived in LA for 10 years now, and I've been to Dodger Stadium twice. It was for the vaccine. I thought it was a hospital. I do love MMA fighting, though. Oh my God. MMA stands for mama. It's really good. It's good. It's porn. It's porn. It's porn, and I love porn. Thank you. For me, I love like a storyline. Like my favorite porn storyline is he's not gay, but the rent is due. Love that. So now I'm a landlord. Okay. Big finish. No, don't leave, stay. Don't leave. Okay, one of my favorite shows ever. I got to perform at an LGBT center for gay seniors. Guys, they were, oh my God, they were so cute. They were all like in their 30s. I'm Ali Wong, you're welcome.
Ali Wong, everybody, up-and-coming comedian. Ali Wong. So you guys excited? This next person coming to the stage is a very funny comedian coming from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Everybody make a lot of noise, give a lot of love to Lara Beitz. Lara Beitz.
We got some hotties with some bodies in the house tonight. Looking good, like what I see. This is what I sound like. I feel like I should give you a heads up on that, because a guy online said, this is what it would sound like if Mickey Mouse was gay. I was like, ha ha, all right, you got me. You got me. I'm feeling good. I'm fresh off the dumbest haircut of my life. Just in time for this. I'm feeling very thankful to be here. I watched Annie on the plane. Who f***s with Annie? Couple Hannigan heads in the house? Okay, sure. That movie rules, dude. I watched that movie when I was a little kid. I was like, Miss Hannigan is so mean. I watched that movie as an adult. F*** those kids. Horrible little street urchins. Miss Hannigan is taking care of all of them by herself. She walks into the room, they put a rat down the front of her dress. And then they're like, Miss Hannigan drinks. Yeah, 'cause of you, you little... You're ruining her life. Miss Hannigan was about to have sex with Mr. Bundles, the laundry guy. A kid popped out of the closet. That's the villain. Imagine taking care of 100 little girls all by yourself. Put yourself in that position. Now imagine you are woken up in the middle of the night by the sound of them performing a choreographed song and dance. And it's about how much they hate you. Those kids. I'm not finished. Miss Hannigan, we're having hot mush again for a homeless child. That is your situation on this earth. It's the Great Depression. She probably gets $1 a month to take care of all your asses. You think she's in the back fixing your crab legs? F off. And that's the movie I watched on the plane. Before I was here, I was in Wisconsin. That's where my family lives. And we're feeling so grateful because my mom just beat breast cancer. Thank you. Yeah, they removed the boobs. Good as new. Fuck yeah. They even offered her new boobs. I was like, okay, Mom, here's where we make our money back. Now we're cooking with gas. All right. Let's get you some juicy nasties. Here we go. She didn't even want them. She was like, no, I'm fine. But they were included in the surgery. Insurance was going to pay for it. I was like, I'll take the tits. If no one else wants them, fix my ass up. All I'm trying to say is ask the other people at your table if someone else wants your fries before you tell the waitress not to bring them. I'll take those. The nurse was like, it doesn't work that way. All right, fuck you too. And that is the second time I didn't get big boobs from my mom. I have a friend who's getting a breast reduction because she has back problems. But I have back problems. I don't even have giant boobs. I'm like, how do you know it's the boobs' fault? What if they make them small and your back still hurts? Because I got news for you, sweet cheeks. If you don't like having a bad back and big juicy, you are gonna hate having a bad back and a flat chest. My boyfriend wanted me to weigh my boobs on my little food scale I have. He goes, I just want to know how many grams they are. I was like, first of all, f you for thinking we'd weigh them in grams. I know they're not 50 pounds, but you don't think they're an ounce? Anyway, they are 32 grams. Guys love big boobs. They don't love me. One guy was like, I don't want a girl who says too many bad words. Well, I don't want to Thank you so much, you guys. I'm Lara Beitz. Have a good night.
Lara Beitz. Lara. Don't call her Laura. It's Lara Beitz, everyone. One more time for Lara Beitz. This next comedian comes all the way from Michigan. Let's start clapping right now. Keep clapping for Sabrina Wu.
Hey everybody, I have some impressions for you all. Okay, first impression. That was a hot girl pooping. Second impression, that was the economy. That's all I know about it. And for my last impression, stop, guys, that was nothing. No, stop, I've literally never done that before. No, I spent a lot of time alone in my room learning how to do that. Growing up, I was like, oh my God, I can't be like every other Asian person. So I forced myself to become every Asian dude from California. I have so much racial self-hatred, and like, of course I do. In the United States, there is a critically acclaimed, widely taught children's book I was forced to read 9 million times, Tiki Tiki Tembo. The first sentence of that book is, there once was a Chinese boy named Tiki Tiki Tembo, no saw Rembo, cherry berry ruchi, pip berry pembo. No, there wasn't. I have a Chinese brother, his name is Kevin. And when this white author was confronted about it, she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I don't speak Chinese, I just wrote down what I heard my neighbor say. So, we're gonna do a group experiment where I'm gonna say real Chinese, and then at some point I'm gonna switch to not quite Chinese, but I won't tell you when, you tell me when. 你好，我的名字是吴君怡，我很喜欢吃西瓜，而且你有听说这本书叫 Tiki Tiki Tembo, No Saw Rembo, Cherry Berry Ruchi, Ching Chong Ding Mong Ling Ya. I've told that joke a million times. You are the first group that has gotten it. Obviously not. So now I have this complex where I'll do anything. I feel so bad about myself. I'll do anything to get a white person to like me. Like I've learned crazy, like how to beatbox. Tell me why the f do I know how to do this? 13 years old, I could do this. You wanna know why? It was to train for bar mitzvahs. I I was in a closeted, labelless relationship with this white Jewish woman who a year into our relationship was like, I love you so much. You mean the world to me. Do you want to be my squirrel friend? She said squirrel friend because girlfriend was too scary. And I, instead of being like, off, I went, So I don't have like a lot of gay pride. I have a lot of gay regret. I realized I was like transmasc. I like last year, I identify as non-binary. I take they, them. And every morning I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my God, am I seriously the same gender as Demi Lovato? And I'm just like complaining. I'm like, when is the fun part of all this? Because I tried coming out and I was like, I came out to my dad. I was like, hey, I'm trans. And my dad went, well, I'm driving. This moment could have really been about me, but it really became about him. I was like, I'm thinking about taking tea. And he went, oh, you don't like your body? Well, do you think I like my face? Do you think I like my skin, my eyes? I had to pause coming out to be like, no, Dad, don't be sad. You're so sexy. And the whole conversation was him being like, I wish you were normal, which is, sorry, he does not. He never cared. He did not care about me being normal. When he let my Chinese grandma raise me, she taught me weird. I was very weird. She would whisper in my ear at 8 years old. She'd go, you wanna know why white people are in wheelchairs? Because those wear shorts in the winter. And she would say that to get me to wear at least 2 pairs of pants every day to school. Jeans over jeans. I was like the stiff-legged freak. Everyone made fun of me. You can't feel bad for me. I was a serial killer. I'd walk in like, you laugh at me now. We'll see who's laughing when one of us is in a wheelchair. I've literally always been so cutthroat. It's a problem. I'm in the world's worst rivalry. In college, I took a storytelling class. For a field trip, we went to a moth story slam. I performed. A girl in the class went up right after me. She won the whole thing. For the rest of the year, everyone was obsessed with her. Everyone was like, she's gonna be famous. She's such a good performer. I said, I'm the one who's gonna be famous. I'm the good performer. It's been 6.5 years and look, JFL is a huge honor. It's just that girl is literally the United States Youth Poet Laureate, Amanda Gorman. Canadians, if you don't know her, she was this poet who performed at the presidential inauguration. And people sort of say that she united the country. Michelle Obama said she changed her life. She hosted the Met Gala. She's been on the cover of Vogue. If she becomes a staff writer on Big Mouth, I'm killing myself! She's running for president in 2036. She's gonna be president. And she would say that in college. She'd be like, maybe one day I'll be the first Black woman president. I was like, that's pretty confident. It's really confident. Because when I was in college, my big dream, I was like, maybe one day I could be like an Asian Jack Black. Anyways, do you guys think that when Malala got really famous, there was also someone in the back? Like, oh! I'm Sabrina Wu. Bye. Thanks so much.
Sabrina Wu, everybody, fantastic. One more, you ready? Make it loud, make a lot of noise all the way from Miami, Florida. It's Marcelo Hernandez!
What's up, baby? You guys feeling good? Hell yeah, man. I'm happy to be here. My name is Marcelo Hernandez in English. It's actually Marcelo Hernandez. My mom is from Cuba and my dad is from the Dominican Republic, and that means that they are divorced, is what that means. It doesn't work out, okay? They came to America with the same idea, just a little bit different, you know? My mom got here and she was like, oh my God, look at all of these opportunities. And then my dad got here and he was like, oh my gosh, look at all of these opportunities. This is not a place to be married. This is the land of opportunities. It's very interesting to be as Hispanic as I am and then to look this white. My name is Marcelo Hernandez Gonzalez, but I look like Timothy Chalamet, okay? I look white, dude. I look like a white TikToker. I look like my parents make a bunch of money and I make even more money. Just with a tripod in my room, just every day. That's what I look like. I look white, dude. I look like I tell my mom to shut up. I could never do that. I could never do that. I have a Cuban mom that escaped communism, okay? The only reason I know that is because she told me every morning. So I don't know how you woke up in the morning, but for me, it's good morning, Marcelo. Have a great day, but just remember, I free you. She's a scary woman. In my house, you can't have a bad day. When your mom escapes communism, you can't have a bad day. You get home from school, you're like, Mom, I had a bad day at school. She's like, what happened? What happened that was so bad? Did somebody steal your freedom today? I don't understand. It's tough, dude. Communist parents. She's scary. It's tough when your parents are immigrants. They make you feel bad about everything, you know? It's their job. That's what they do. And I never knew what I was gonna tell my kids, you know what I mean? What am I gonna look at my kids and say? It was tough. It was tough when the Uber didn't get there. You probably don't even know about Uber Pool, do you? No, but now, with the pandemic, your boy got a struggle story, okay? Are you kidding me? I cannot wait to look at my kids and go, you don't know what it's like! We didn't have toilet paper! And I'll lie, you know what I mean? I'll lie. My parents probably lied to me, you know? I'll lie, I'll tell my kids, I'll be like, you know, the pandemic was from when I was 3 years old to when I was 25 years old. Then one day, you know, your kid will look at you and he'll go, Papi, I don't like the taste of the soup that you make for me. I can't wait to look at my son in the eyes and go, oh yeah? Well, I couldn't taste for 22 years. So maybe eat the soup. I grew up with those people my whole life in Miami. And then I went to college in Cleveland, Ohio, which is where the whites have a stronghold right now. And it was interesting. I got to school and I remember being one of the only Latinos there and I took their little Spanish test and I tested out. It was too easy. And then I thought to myself, like, because they said you don't have to take a Spanish class, I thought to myself, I've never been the smartest kid in any class in my whole life. So I took a Spanish class in Cleveland, Ohio, and it was the best decision I've ever made. Oh my God, I walked into this class. The teacher's name was Megan Thornton, okay? I walk into this class, she's like, hola, estudiantes. I was like, she sucks. This is gonna be awesome. She got the first kid to introduce himself to the class. He came up with so much confidence. He was like, hola. Mi nombre es Jake. And yo soy from Cincinnati. And mi comida favorito is pizza. And I swear to God, my teacher looks at Jake and goes, Jake, that was incredible. Something came over me. I don't even know what happened. All I know is that as soon as Jake stopped talking, I went, bitch, watch this. She picked me, and the only way I can describe how this felt is like, have you guys ever seen a jazz musician? Like when the beat is just too strong. She was like, Marcelo, por favor. I was like, yo me llamo Marcelo Hernandez. Y yo soy de Miami. Y mi comida favorita es arroz con frijoles con plátano maduro. Y también me gusta el pollo empanizado, por favor, al final. And then Megan goes, did you guys hear that? That is your new teacher, okay? Yeah, this is his class now. I will say this. I am proud, super proud of being Latino, but one thing where I prefer a white person is in the cockpit of an airplane. I need a white guy. I want his name to be Jeff, and I want him to be 75 years old. White guys will lie to you, and I like that. A white pilot will fly you into a hurricane and tell you that that's a good thing. He'll go, we're gonna get up there to 38,000 feet, and we will be flying into a Category 5 storm, but don't worry, it's gonna give us a bit of a tailwind, and we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there 15 minutes early, okay? Let's go, Captain Johnson. I had my first Latino pilot the other day. I swear to God, this is all he did. Right before we took off, he goes, bing boom. I don't even think he pressed the button, I swear. I think he just grabbed the mic and went, bing boom. Hello guys, this is your pilot, Alfredo Rodriguez, and I just want to let you know that this is gonna be a difficult flight, okay? All right, thank you guys so much, I appreciate
it. Marcelo Hernandez. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the first show, New Faces 2022 Montreal. Give it up. Thank you for coming. You were a great crowd. Good night, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the fest.